Hello guys, welcome to Pantech E-Learning. Good evening, good evening sir. Good evening to everyone. Welcome. In the previous session, we discussed about PostgreSQL. Okay. Now we're going to enter into the Django. Now we understand what is Django apps and view files, view modules. Yeah, good evening to everyone. Welcome. Yeah, good evening Madhu, good evening Krishna, good evening Radhika, good evening Sam. Okay, let's start the session. In the previous class, we discussed about PostgreSQL, and now we're going to understand what is Django apps and view. Okay, let's start the session. And what is Django? Django is a Python framework, Python based framework. It is a high level Python based framework. Okay, what is framework? Basically, what is framework? The framework is nothing but it is already pre-built collection of code. Okay, it will be already written to code which is used using this framework. Okay, which is using that code using this framework. Okay, because we are avoiding repeating work, that's why we choosing that's why we build this framework. Python is a high level Django is a high level Python web framework. Okay, it used to build website. And what are the features of Django? What are the features of Django? The Django is rapid development. It is used for rapid development, and it is used for building security features, and Django providing a large amount of security features already in the pre-built code. Okay, and it is scalable and modular. The scalable is nothing but it is when you when you think you need to extend your website, it will be give a large amount of access to extend your website. Okay, that is called scalable. And batteries include, that means there is a already pre-built solution for your common task. Is there is the most of code are already pre-built in Django. That's why we choosing Django. What are the things? Rapid development, built-in security features, and scalable and modular, and batteries include. Okay, these are the things we need to choose Django. Okay, why we use Django? And we need to faster our web development process. Okay, these are the advantage. Why use Django? We need to faster our development speed. Okay, that's why we choosing Django. And clean and pragmatic design. It having a perfect layout for the website. It already pre-built. And security feature like protection against SQL injection, cross-site scripting, etc. The security feature, there is already pre-built security feature in the Django. Okay, and like the SQL injection, SQL injection is one of the cyber attack. It is used to erase our data. Okay, that is called SQL injection. That can be in Django. There is already the Django already provides a security feature to protect SQL injection and cross-site scripting. Okay, and scalable and maintainable code. It having a easy to scalable our website. Scalable is nothing but we need to extend our website. It will Django providing a various way to extend our website. Okay, and maintainable code. It used to do easy to maintain our code base. Okay, what are the components in the Django? The overview of Django architecture. Okay, these are the overview of Django architecture. Basically the Django is following a MTV architecture. The MTV is nothing but model template view. These are the architecture. Okay, and basically the model means the model is handling with the data, that is called data layers. Okay, the model is basically handling a data related things. Okay, and view is nothing but it is used to logic. It used to handling with the logic layers. Okay, logic layers is nothing but if you need to tell the computer to, you can do like this, you can do something like this. Okay, these are the commands are processed by the view. Okay, and template is nothing but it is used to do presentation layer. Layer is it is basically the front end things. The template is handling the front end things. What you see in the website, that is called front end, right? And the same thing, the templates will used to show the front end things. Okay, these are the three major components in the Django. What are the things? Model, the model that can handling with the database, and view that can handling with the logic, and template that can handling with the front end. And what architecture we follow? Model, template, view. Okay, in the other architecture, in the various framework is a model, control, view. Okay, this is the architecture we followed for other architecture like other frameworks, and but Django is following MTV. MTV is nothing but model, template, view. Remember that this is a maybe the interview question also. MTV Django follow the MTV architecture. Okay, model, view, template. These are the full form of MTV. This architecture will follow by Django, and Django project was Django app. Django project versus Django app. We see the difference between the what is Django project and what is Django app. Okay, and a collection of configuration and apps. Okay, the project is nothing but it is a whole project. It is called whole project, and app is nothing but in the project we having some specialized features. Okay, specialized thing, specialized task and specific task. Yeah, the specific task is called as a app. In the project we having a multiple of apps. Okay, the collection of configuration and apps. Configuration means it is like settings. Okay, settings, and the apps, what are the apps means it is a specific task, a model that does not specific task in your project, like blog, user authentication, the login system, that is called user authentication, login system, and these other things are handled in the app. Okay, example, a project can have a multiple app like blog, shop, forums. These are the things are example of apps. The app is nothing but it is a specific task that include in the project. The project is a whole thing. The app is a features. Okay, what is Django app? I'm already said the app is a specific task or specific feature. Okay, app definition. A Django app is a Python package that handling a specific features or functionality of the Django project. In the website there is a separate functionality for each and everything, like a login system or yeah, there is a many task. If there is a website, there is a many task, right? And the task will be handled by the app. The separate task will be handled by the app. App is nothing but it is a one of the file or folder. Okay, folder. Example, I give the example for app. The app, there is a blog is a app that handle blog related function. Okay, functionality. And account is used. Account is a one of the app. What is the functionality of accounts? User authentication, that can be handling the who user or proper user, that is called user authentication. And shop, the shop is nothing but that can handling the e-commerce functionality. Okay, these are the example of app. How to create a new Django project? By this command, we easily creating a new project in Django. Django admin start project, and what are the project name? It will be changed. Like my site is a project name. Okay, if you want any other name, you can change this. Okay, and when you type this command, it will be show the multiple files like setting.py and url.py and wsj.py. These are the files. When you type the command in the terminal, it will be automatically creating a folder and it will be containing these files. Okay, this is how we creating a new Django project. And after the project creating, we need to create an app for separate features. We just mention in the command terminal just python manage.py start app and blog is a app name. Blog is a app name, and when you type this command it will be creating a app folder, and that folder containing these files. Okay, view.py the way view are defined, and model.py where database related things are defined, and URL is routing related things are defined. Routing means nothing but when you click some URLs it will be navigate to some page, right? And the same thing url.py, and admin.py is register model, it will be handling the whole website. Okay, and when you type python manage.py start app blog, it will be automatically creating a app folder, and it will be containing this file view.py and model.py url.py admin.py. Okay, this is how we need to creating a app. After the creating an app, we need to mention the app name in the project folder. We need to mention the app name in the project folder, and the project folder we having a setting.py file, and in that file we need to mention the created app folder. Okay, I just mentioning like install apps, and instead of the app we just mentioning the name of the app we created. You just understand these theories, and I will explain with the practical, don't worry about that. And Django view overview. First we understand what is Django project and app. Now we are going to understand what is Django view. And view is nothing but it will be handling a function, it will be handling the request, like there is a logic. Okay, something logic will be handled by the view. Okay, and two types of the function will define in the Django view. Okay, Django view file, and there is a two function, and one function is function based view and another is class based view. The function based view is a simple Python function. We already see Python function in the previous Python class, and that will be handling, that is called FBV. Okay, function based views. And the class based views is based on the class, the class based view is a Python classes. There is a two types of views. The views is nothing but it is a file in the Django folders, and in that folder we accessing a logic by the two way. One is function based view and another one is class based view. What are the things? Function based view and class based view. First we understand what is function based view and how to we write a code in function based view. And the function based view is nothing but the view in the view file. In the view file we need to return a Python function. Okay, this is how we return a Python function. We already see what is function. Def is a need to creating a function, right? And from Django.http, that means in this framework we having a class, having a HTTP. Okay, in this HTTP we having a HTTP response. Import HTTP response, that means we importing the HTTP response. Okay, and after that we creating a def is creating for function and mention the function name is home. After that collecting a request. Collecting request nothing but whenever we search in browser it is called request. That request, when you type the URL, that request will be collecting in the request. Okay, and return response, HTTP response we already import here, and we just use that response and just welcome to blog, that will be print in the front end. And after the creating a function, we need to mention in the URL pattern. We need to mention in the URL pattern. There is a separate file for URL, and in that URL it will be already creating the code like this. We need to mention the path and the double single quote like this, and this will be when you type taking a default load. When you load the Django, and it will be defaultly show the file. Okay, and view.home, that means the view file we creating a like this. Okay, in the view file we creating a function like this, and the view.home means in the view file we having a home function, right? So we need to mention view.home, that will be loading the HTTP response, welcome to blog will be show in the front end. And URL parameters in view. Okay, if you need to collecting a request, when getting a URL request, you mention some name, it will be collecting this parameter, and it will be give the response with the parameter of name. It will be show hello, what the name you enter in the parameter in the URL, it will be getting here, and it will show in the front end. That is called dynamic URL. And class based view, we now see what is function based view. Function based view, in the view file we need to mention function, so that's why called the function based view. And class based view, we need to mention class in front of function, just mention class and class name, same as a function, the class name, and we need to inherit view. Okay, we need to inherit this view, and after that we creating a function, and get, we just collecting a request and response, welcome to the home page, like that. Okay, and Django HTTP, we already import the Django. In the Django we having a HTTP class, and import the HTTP response package, and in the package we need to use the function. Okay, this is how in the previous we just using the, in the view file we using a function, in here we using a class. Why we use class? Because student, anybody missing the previous class afternoons, you can, the link will be put in the description, you can access and make your attendance. Yesterday attendance will be not put in the description, so you can access that and make your attendance. Class based view is nothing but we using a class, and basically the class, why we use class, because we using reusing a code again and again, that's why we choosing a class based view. Okay, def get and inside of the class we define that function. Okay, what are the benefit of class based view? It will be you can use the code again and again. That's data and delete the data, like same as CURD operation by URL, that is called HTTP. Okay, just creating a new folder here, and I mentioned it. Okay, rename it. I just mentioned the Django project, and inside of the project I'm going to copy the path of the project and I'm going to search for, I just search cmd, and after that I just mention change directory. I need to change the folder directory here. Okay, if you don't do like this, and you can just go to the folder, creating a new folder, and just type, double tap the path, just clear this and just type cmd, and it will be automatically opening the same directory, that path. And after that you need to create a virtual environment first. So I just creating python /m v en env, and I need to mention Django env. Okay, let's just create Django env, and it will be creating a virtual environment. Now I just enter into the Django env and scripts activate, and it will be activating a Django env. Now I just clear this, and I need to create a Django. Okay, now we creating a virtual environment. Okay, now we created the virtual environment. Now we going to learn how to start project in Django. Okay, these are the first step. Okay, we creating a virtual environment. Now we going to how to create a project. Okay, here first creating a new project. First creating a new project. How we created Django admin start project my site. So I just type Django for admin and mention start project, and I just mention the project name school project. Okay, kids have some error. What kind of error is this? For launcher unable to create the process. System can't find specific. Okay, first I need to check the Python version. That will be okay, and I just exit, clear this, and I need to install. First I need to install Django. Pip install Django. First I need to install Django in the folder of en. Okay, it will be installing the Django here, and I just clear this, and now I type Django admin start project, and now I mention the school project because I had this is the project name, right? This is the project name, and I enter. Now it's working properly. Okay, we did not install Django in our system, that's why showing the error. Now I just go into this directory. Okay, this is our created file, and in this file when you type this command, the school project is automatically created. This is our environment file. We created the environment previously, and after this command, this folder will automatically create. And I just go into the folder, so I just change directly to cd school project code it have containing a files like this. Now I just go to the terminal again. Okay, I just close this and I just go to the terminal again. I just type python manage.py and type run server. When you type this command, it will be run the project. Okay, going here. This is the python manage.py in the project folder. Okay, so I just access that folder and tells run server. It will be automatically run the server. And when I enter, it show like this. In this here, starting development server at http. I just copy the URL. Okay, I just mistakenly cut this, and again I type python manage.py and run server. Python manage.py and run server. It will be copy the URL, go into the web browser and just paste it. And now see the rocket symbol like this. Now we see the rocket symbol like this. That means with Django install creating a project successfully. We create a Django project successfully. We create a Django project successfully. Now again I cut this when you type when you press Ctrl plus C, it will be cut. When I type manage.py run server, it will be start the server. When you start the server, you get the link. When you want to terminate, you can press Ctrl plus C. Ctrl plus C. It will be terminate the link. Now I go into the browser. I just refresh. Now okay, just a minute. Okay, now I got server down, right? I just clear this. And now I need to create a app. Okay, we just creating a new project. Okay, and now I need to create a new app and go to the terminal again and just type python manage.py start app. I just mention start app, and I need to mention start app name. I just mention students. I will be creating a school project, so I mention app for student. Now it will be creating a new folder in the same directory. Inside of the project, you see the student. Okay. Going to the here. There is our project, right? There is our project, and here this is our app student. When you type that command, it will be creating a folder like this, and it having some other files like this. init admin app model, it automatically creating these files. And now this is one is project, one is student, right? In the main file is the project, school project folder. I need to mention this app name in the setting.py of school project. I is mention in the, you see the installed app. Okay, installed app, that means we installing the new app in for the school project. We just mention student for new app. So I just mention here, mention the name. I just mentioned the students. Okay, the same name. Okay, same students, and I just save. And after that, I need to create in the folder, I need to create a new file and named it urls.py. It will be creating like this. In the URL, I need to import the Django first, Django.url, and import path, because we need to mention the path of the URL. And after, I just import dot means the current directory. Okay, import views. Okay, views is nothing but this file. We just import the view in the current directory. Okay, why we import views? I tell why we import view. Okay, I just mentioned URL patterns is equal to creating a list, and I just mentioned path. I just mentioned this path. Okay, path, and creating a single code like this. Okay, and I mentioned view. Okay, I mentioned views dot home. Okay, view dot home, and comma, the name is equal to something, what name, the students home. Okay, why I mention view dot home? I just tell, go to the view page of students or the app. Okay, here we already show in the web browser, and I just mentioned the function, and creating the function is home. In the function, I get the request of the response of URL. Okay, and I just return HTTP response. HTTP response here. What I response to the, I just mentioned hello students. I just mentioned hello students and save it. Now I go into the URL. Why I mention in the path, we need to define which response we given. So when I load the browser, it will be automatically show the go to the view.py. View, what, where is view? View is this file. So this file. Okay, in the view file, I need to use home function. Okay, that's why I mentioned home. Okay, in name is nothing but we just mentioning a student home. Okay, that is our name. Okay, and home, in the home function, what we declare, we creating a request, and we just return response like hello student. Okay, I just return response in hello student. And after going to the main projects folder, here I go into the URL patterns, and here I need to mention path students slash. In this URL, when I call this URL, I need to include the URL of students, this folder, this URL I need to mention URLs, and I just put the comma here and save it. And say okay, I need to include okay, that's why it's showing error. And now I save it, save the every file and go to the terminal. Now just clear all. Now I run the python manage.py run server. It will be automatically run the server. Now enter. Okay, it shows some error. What kind of error? It's something happen in the modules object is not readable. What is the mistake? Modules object is not readable. Okay, I go to the again and just check it. Key module object readable. Okay, I just mentioned the incorrect URL patterns. This is something mistake here. In students we are having URLs here. I mentioned views home students name. Okay, just mention space. Okay, and okay, just copy. Already, oh, I need to save. Okay, maybe I have not saved this file, that's why it's get error. Okay, going to this browse again. I just cut the server. Okay, it's load perfectly. Okay, I just cut the server. Yeah, I need to save the file. I'm not saving the file, that's why it's showing error. I'm just going to manage pure run server. It will be load perfectly when I get the URL. Okay, it will mistakenly cut this and just again type minus. And I get this URL. Go to the web browser. Now by creating a new and now it's enter. Okay, we did not mention for student. I just mentioned student. Admin. Okay, it's having some form. It shows some error again. We check it out, just a minute. url.py, view.py we just mentioned. HTTP response, right? And then configure with URLs, pages. Where is the pages? In the student app we having a url.py, and this file mention view.home. What is the function of this home? Okay. And also we need to include in this URL, mention the path here. Students spelling is right. Just save it. Python manage run so yeah, real links is already put in the comment section. You can make your attendance. Okay. Okay, just a minute. Okay, and just a minute. Okay, yeah, if you want to convert this masterclass into internship, you can have an option. And if you're interested to convert this masterclass in internship, you can have a 1 month internship certificate and access VIP community and get project source code and 3+ project also. And we have it providing us 3 extra content in the every internship video. Okay, there is a first 10 days content, and these are the another 10 days content, these are the another 10 days content. Okay, these are the contents we providing who by the internship. And what are the projects we provided? These are user authentication project and girl up in Django project and student attendance project in Django. Okay, and this is the certificate for 1 month. This is the certificate for 1 month. This is a certificate for 1 month who buy a internship. Okay, if you interested in buy this you interested to buy this internship, you can scan this QR. Okay. Okay, it's some issue in the terminal. Okay, I just creating a new environment. Okay, sometimes the environment is not correct. It will be showing like this. Okay, and yeah, I go to the server and again load it. It will be again show the same error. The page is not found. Okay, that means the page is not found. Okay, and I'm going to the okay, I load this function correctly and okay, and post equals maybe go into your dimension view.py import view. Okay, this students does not matter, but go to the URL and I just mentioned include here. Student project in the URLs. Okay, url.py and setting.py I mentioned. Okay, just a minute. Maybe okay, just create this folder. Okay, just copy the path. CD activate Django env script. Django env and mention scripts and activate. It will be activate the environment. I just check pip show Django. Sorry, pip show Django. Now it show 5.2. Okay, perfect. And I need to mention it's okay. I go into the folder. I mention the app and opening in the VS Code. Okay, trust. Okay, this will be creating like this. Pages inside of project is creating. Install the pages, create pages. Okay, maybe okay. And page.url in this page.url. Page.url. I need to create a new file, that is urls.py. I just copy paste. Okay, and create the corresponding way. I go to the pages and go to the view. I clear all these things and mention here and save it. And hello project, we are having a URLs here. Just copy paste this mentioning the same thing again. Include, okay, insert include on page dot URL, right? Now I save it and go to the browser. Python manage.py runs. So the URL, copy this, browser. Okay, now it show hello world perfectly. Okay, maybe the issue in the some syntax. Okay, and don't worry about that, it will be showing the hello world like this. Okay, the same thing, but we issue in the some syntax error, that's why it show mistake. Okay, it show correctly now. Okay, we also mentioned the in v.py, I just mentioned in the h2 tag, h1 tag, h1, and here also I mention h/h1 and save it. Now go to the browser and refresh, it will be show in the h1 tag. Okay, this is how we creating a using a v.py. v.py is mentioning the functions only, function. Okay, function means we mentioning a logic. Okay, and the setting.py we need to mention whenever we creating an app, we need to mention in the setting.py. we creating an app for pages, so I just mention for pages here. Okay, and after that URL, for which URL we need to load. Okay, I just mention path URL is empty. When you put this empty, it will be show defaultly. When you load this this URL, it will be defaultly show the view.home. View.home means in the view file we having a home function that will be written the hello world. Okay, and we also including the URL in the main file also. We just including a URL in the main file also. Okay, we just type the URL and include the pages. Okay, what we mistake is we just mentioned in the previous, we did not mention empty like this. Okay, we just enter some student. Okay, that's why it's showing a error. Okay, don't worry about that, we get the output. Okay, and thank you for the time, and is there any doubt you can ask me in LinkedIn also. And yeah, thank you for your time, and we will see in the tomorrow class. Okay.